Sup, y'all? Now, this is actually a video request. I wasn't even really going to talk about this. I mean, a friend of mine asked me, yo, Jay, what do you think about the whole thing that happened with Bill Cosby? He got sentenced 3 to 10 years for that sexual assault charge. I mean, do you think it's a fair punishment? Do you think it's just? Do you think it's excessive? Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I mean, I really didn't even want to talk about it because I feel like it's been done to death. I feel like we've ran this into the dirt for the last 5 or 10 years or so. I feel like we're beating a dead horse talking about this, but hey, whatever. I'll give y'all my thoughts on it. Well, first off, I'm going to go ahead and say this. Now, I don't give a damn how rich and famous you are or how much money you got. You are not above the law, especially when it comes to something like sexual assault. I mean, I don't give a damn how rich or famous you are. I mean, it don't mean that you can break the law or something like, or do anything of that nature. And some people are trying to make this out to be a color thing or race thing, and I mean, that's neither here nor there. I mean, it may very well be about color, it may not be, but that's a whole nother topic and subject. I'll probably just speak on that thing later. But, I mean, as far as it being a just and fair punishment, I mean, 3 to 10 years, I mean, people say, well, Bill Cosby is 85 years old. I mean, he's not going to last in there, that long. I think, out of that 3 to 10 years, he probably might only serve like 5 years tops, 5 years at the most. I mean, he might just serve the 3 and, just be done with it. I mean, I don't know if they're going to put him in general population. Now, they normally don't put celebrities in general population. Well, if they do, it's because it's bigger than that. It's like bigger than a misdemeanor or something like that, but whatever the case might be. Now, is there celebrities out there who are in jail? People, not just celebrities, but people in general. Are there people who in jail who don't deserve to be there? Absolutely. Do celebrities and other people get set up on charges, with sexual assault? Absolutely. But, I mean, yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm also not going to defend you because you're black either. I mean, like I said, if you do anything of the sort, then yes, you do deserve to be punished. R. Kelly, Michael Vick, O.J. Simpson. But, yeah, like I said, that's pretty much what makes it not about color. And I'm going to just throw this out here right quick. I mean, there are people who have done worse crimes and got less time. I mean, come on. George Zimmerman shot and killed a whole human being. He shot and killed a teenager. And guess what? He's walking around scot-free. Casey Anthony let her daughter die. Walk around scot-free. She gets a damn book deal. There's people, and the thing is, look at our president, Donald Trump. He goes around talking about grabbing women's vaginas. And guess what? He has not been charged at all. And then y'all remember the whole Jerry Sandusky thing at Penn State University. And even you can go back as far as the whole Roman Polanski thing, with him being a child molester or whatever. And the thing is, that's a real sensitive subject. I mean, and now we got the whole Me Too movement and whatever, and there's, and the thing is, I understand why this whole thing is happening, the whole Me Too movement. And I was like, what the hell is rape culture? I mean, the thing is, it really does exist. I mean, drug culture and rape culture. And now the thing is, we got all these new date rape drugs and stuff like that. Like, and even people are talking about it in their songs or whatever. Like, people talking about popping pills and, popping Xans and Perks and Mollies and X pills and stuff like that. But, I just think it's crazy because I understand where people are coming from, because like, it's not just a woman thing with the whole Me Too movement. I mean, the thing is, like, people have kids and stuff now. People got sons and daughters, because I'll be damned if somebody, I mean, the thing is, I'm not a parent yet, but I'm sure anybody who has children or has ever had a child feels this way. I mean, if you let anybody touch your son or touch your daughter in any inappropriate way, I'm pretty sure that every branch of our U.S. military is going to have to hold you back from killing the person that did it. They're going to have, the thing is, if somebody was to touch my son or my daughter in an inappropriate way, they're going to have to perform arthroscopic surgery to remove my fist out of their eye socket. So, yeah. But as far as Bill Cosby deserving what he gets, I mean, like, the thing is, I feel like he deserves the punishment, but my main issue with it is, why did it take so long for him to get convicted of it? I mean, the thing is, you're bringing up charges from 30, 35, 40 years ago. I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying, like, the thing is, this is the reason why some people have a problem with the whole Me Too movement, is one, why does it take so long for people who are these alleged victims to come forward? Why? The thing is, why not come forward? The thing is, I guess some people would believe, like, well, who's going to believe me over a big-time celebrity with a good image? But hey, you never know, because those, they be the most sickest people. And another thing is what is consent? It's making men, and so even some women to a degree, it's making people be more cautious and more wary of their approach. Hell, a lot of dudes I see at the club or at parties, they don't even really talk to females anymore like that now, because they scared if it's going to be like sexual harassment. I mean, the thing is, like I said, I ain't saying sexual harassment don't exist, because it obviously does. But now, in order to talk to anybody, you're going to need 3, 4, or 5 different forms of consent for you to be considered, for it to be considered not sexual harassment. But let's see, how long have I been on here? But I'm saying, and just to bring up the color thing right quick, once again, I mean, like I said, there's been people who have rape charges on them or sexual assault charges on them and have not been convicted. And the thing is, they have more evidence against him than Bill Cosby did. Bill Cosby has a limited amount of evidence on him. And then the guys who came forward, they pled completely guilty. And they off scot-free. And hell, we all know what R. Kelly did 15 years ago. And R. Kelly, he's black. But we know what he's done. We know what he's done. But he got off scot-free. And like I said, well, I guess, having money and having a good lawyer, if you have money and a good lawyer, you can pretty much get away with whatever the hell you want. I mean, but now, when it comes to something like sexual assault, you're on your own with that. But I've been talking on here for like 5 minutes, which is 5 minutes longer than I wanted to speak on this thing. But as far as me thinking Bill Cosby deserves the punishment he gets, I don't think it's excessive. I think that 3 to maybe 5 years is acceptable, because, I mean, you can't just go around taking advantage of somebody just because you are rich and famous. I mean, and the thing is, if the evidence does stack up against you, then there's nothing really you can do about that. But I mean, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Bill Cosby gets deserve the punishment that he got, or do y'all think it was excessive? But I'm out, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.